Hello everyone, and this is Tony from the Center for Independent Living of North Central Florida, coming to you to just share some of my thoughts and reflections upon the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. First, I'm very grateful for it. This piece of legislation has personally benefited me in so many ways. I would not be where I am today and have the independence that I'm enjoying today if it were not for this act. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm well aware of many other people that are benefited from this important piece of legislation. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy that this is a piece of legislation for all of us. Disability touches nearly everybody. Statistically, like nearly 1 in 4 people have a disability. And if you don't have one, you live the average lifespan, you're likely going to get one. And if you don't have one, you likely know someone that does, that you really care about. It touches everyone. So I love that this law really encompasses everybody into the fold. During a time where we need to have common ground, this really brings us together. I do recognize that the ADA needs to be upheld, it needs to be defended, and it needs to also be improved upon. What do I mean by upheld? The ADA, there's been many attempts to repeal many parts of it and replace it with other things that would not be good for people with disabilities. It's important for us to stay in tune with what's going on with the ADA. This is a living document which is often changed and can be changed in ways that might not be beneficial, so be advocates. We also need to defend it. You know, many people who may not know about the ADA or do know about it but don't want to comply when it's their role and responsibility to comply with the ADA, we got to defend it. We got to say this is, your responsibility to uphold it, and so we have to be advocates in making sure that the ADA is complied with and lived up to in its spirit and intention of the law. This often, unfortunately, has to happen. So we need to uphold it, we need to defend it, and we need to improve upon it. Society changes. And with these changes, we need to make sure that the ADA has the flexibility to be able to change with it to make sure that people have the rights to the important access that is happening with our society. So I'm very happy about that, that we can do these kind of things. But one of the things I do recognize is we do have a long way to go. We still experience disparities between people with and without disabilities in education, employment, healthcare, housing, transportation. There's still big gaps that need to be closed there. So while we can have these important laws on the books which make things equal, things aren't necessarily just with these gaps. We have it within ourselves, within each of us, and collectively, as a community, as organizations, as a society, to be able to close these gaps. It's within all of us, but it's going to require all of us to become the best versions of ourselves possible in order to do this. This is our work and this is our challenge. We can have the laws there to set the stage, but it's within us, the actors and actresses that are on this stage, to do the important work necessary to make sure that we can close these gaps. And I'm so blessed and wonderful to work with people who are very much in this kind of line of work and have the inspiration and the spirit of the ADA to make sure that all people have equal access to live the lives that they can live as independently as possible. We are committed to creating a just society. And so here is our 30th anniversary, and to be a part of a wonderful organization that stands up for the rights of people with disabilities, I'm very happy, I'm very grateful, and very eager to continue the work to live up to the ideals and the spirit of the Americans with Disabilities Act. This is Tony from the Center for Independent Living. Thank you for listening. Take care, onward and upward.